One person. One person.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I didn't expect to make a third video on the Pokemon card scalping situation, but here we are again, guys. And this time, it's not a bunch of clips, it's not a bunch of people, it is one clip and one person. Or more specifically, two people. So I recently saw another clip on Penguin Zero's channel where it's this one guy at a Walmart. And he has basically an entire shelf, the entire shelf of Pokemon cards that were in the store. What looks to be in the clip right here, hundreds of these mini tins. And if you look, there's also bags on the floor, meaning there's also more stuff as well. That looks like some Mega Evolution stuff. But besides the point, I actually think this is the all-time new low. I've been saying, in the last two videos we made over the last 4 months, I've been saying that a lot of these clips could be considered the new low for the Pokemon TCG. Stuff like the Blooming Waters collection with all the fights. And you got this guy just blocking the vending machine like he's a big macho man or something, which is like peak idiocy. However, I think honestly, this is probably the new low. Because the only slimmer of light I see with the Blooming Waters collection is that at least 15-20 people are getting the product. I'm not saying it's good because people are still fighting over it, but this is one person taking the entire shelf from Walmart. And you probably would think it doesn't really matter, right? They'll probably just tell them to put half of that back at least, or maybe most of it back, because that's just not right. You can't buy that much. Well, guess what, guys? This privileged knows the manager, and the manager's letting him buy it because maybe there's a whole scheme behind it. And it's maybe it's like an honor gift or something. Oh, I know this guy, so he can get all of this because I know him. So I actually forgot to mention this. Right before I got started with the recording, behind me is the computer screen, and I'm actually rewatching the video. And I just saw this one part where the guy is trying to cover his face with his hoodie. My gosh, you look so pathetic. It's not even funny. He knows that what he's doing is childish, pathetic, and every other word that can describe it that is similar. He knows. But it's I'm going to make so much money off this, maybe it won't matter. But little does he know, to the guy that's recording this video, that this is going to get probably millions of views. And I'm just going to say thank you to the guy who did record this video, because this needs to be addressed more and more, and we need to keep exposing this to the point where, yeah, all these losers, one thing we can do is just not buy from them. Let them buy everything, but just don't buy from them. If you guys see Pokemon cards that are above MSRP, even by a little bit, just do not buy them. Because if you do that, then it's going to screw them over, and they're just going to lose everything in the process. Unfortunately, that's only going to do so much, because these guys are still going to have all this product in their basement or something. It's basically going to be missing, or you know what I mean by missing. They're all going to have it still, even if they don't sell it. So the market is still getting worth a lot of money. But even then, just do the bare minimum and just do not buy from these losers. So let's wrap this video up with one last part from the clip, which is the guy saying, oh, don't worry, guys, I gave them some of the stuff. I gave the other guys in line, I gave them some of the product. Don't worry, guys, I wasn't being 100% greedy. I gave them some of what I had. Those words literally mean nothing. And it actually goes two ways here. First off, that's probably just a blatant lie just to get that thing off his chest so he can just take the stuff and take it to his truck or something. Or even if he did give some of the other people products, if I had to guess how much, at most maybe 2 sets of those mini tins. Let's say 20 of the mini tins, which is what, 5% of what he had if we're being generous, maybe even less than that. So those words literally mean nothing, and again, it's just another pathetic excuse, and it's just, I can't, man. In the 16 years I've been collecting, I don't know how we keep getting to lower and lower points, but if I had to guess, in another 2 or 3 months, I might make another one of these videos where it's going to be the same thing, except this time we're going to be at an even bigger low. Maybe we're just going to be closing down an entire store or something because one guy decided to buy everything, and maybe the store manager let them actually buy everything. I don't know. Let's just see what happens in the future, guys. Maybe one day I'll call this out and maybe it'll be true. I hope not, but there's definitely a possibility. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up part 3 to this series on the Pokemon card scalping situation. A part 4 is very plausible if the situation keeps getting worse though. I will make this series until this situation hopefully dies down. It might be a once every few month thing, but honestly, if it keeps getting worse, I'm going to keep on the situation. If anyone is new here, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, even though we don't really have much time to do that now because we only have a couple months left. But that would be awesome if we did. Alright guys, that's going to be it for tonight's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out and have an awesome day.